This particular situation literally rocked both the former royals known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, literally to the core. But what exactly made them kind of, double take? Well, this, as ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. And as ever, thank you for taking the time out to join me. I have to say, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. I'm so lucky enough to be able to say that, but truly thank you. We'll have a lovely wave. Do get my teeth in now. Do join in. And of course, just, as I often say, just be respectful to each other and try and enjoy yourselves. If you find people with a similar sort of thought process or maybe a hobby or something like that, off site, don't swap emails on the site. But if there's a way of communicating with each other, try and make friends. This is the whole point of this channel. We have like-minded chats, whether it be royals, nostalgia, news, things that simply we want to remember, or things that annoy us. Yes, something that's really been annoying, of course, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, is this. Yeah, you can imagine, right? That's right. The recent visit, of course, of Prince William over to see the spectacular reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. I think it looks absolutely brilliant, and one of those things well worth a visit over to that wonderful area in the world. But what was fascinating was, as I told you recently, there was a battle behind the scenes to who, when and where was going to finally meet the incoming president of the United States, the 47th elect president, Donald J. Trump. And the reason being is that apparently it would have been originally a government minister. But as I pointed out on a couple of occasions now, all the government ministers that are currently in power over here under the Labour government of Sir Keir Starmer, well, they've all sort of got a blank blotted copy sheet, as it were, and have been less than stellar and polite about the incoming president. So, as I also pointed out, it was left to sort out, of course, that one member of the British monarchy, that's right, it fell to Prince William, to be there on behalf of His Majesty the King. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Obviously, Harry knows how this sort of thing operates, and it didn't need to be at that high level. Literally, it didn't necessarily need to be Prince William. But according to a source, William was more than happy to represent His Majesty the King on the world stage at such a prestigious event. And as you can see from the pictures, they got on incredibly well. And as I also pointed out, which was then since picked up by the world's media, Donald, as he likes to be called, was very, very gracious and had been in contact with the royal family throughout the year to offer his support for their ongoing health battles. So you can see how that worked. But apparently, according to a source over in Montecito, you couldn't believe this, but Harry apparently feels this is, very worrying considering the battle that he's had with his own visa application and the revelations inside his best-selling book, Spare. Now, one might suggest, of course, being the elder brother, he might be there simply just to spook his younger brother. But you see, there's no comeback on this particular situation, simply because his wife, Meghan Markle, has made it very plain that she has no time for Donald, even speaking about that in chats with Larry King and, of course, other chat shows in the US. So the bottom line is, whichever way you look at it, I would suggest Prince William's absolutely played a blinder. And truly, it's only, two brothers squibbling and all that sort of stuff. But when you look at it from the base level, you have to hand it to Prince William. He managed to push off, yes, Angela Rayner. It was a no-brainer for him, in fact, to replace her and make sure that he was the one pictured welcoming in the brand new President of the United States on behalf of His Majesty the King. Now, that definitely spooked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.